6 of them flying where they're supposed to be. They're still too low. Today's the 27th of September. I'm going to say they're about 1,000 feet. I see 5 of them. Five today. Here it is, Saturday, September 28th. It's about 11 a.m. This is the same plane that's come over and harassed us continuously. He thinks because of the fact that he's operating his plane at 1,000 feet up in the air, that he's perfectly legal. But what he fails to understand is this is a pattern of abuse. I got you, son of a bitch. That's all that matters. The harassment continues to this day. This is the sheriff's rangers. These people are in charge of organized crime. They operate the sheriff's department, they tell them what to do, and they use taxpayer funds to commit domestic terrorism against the citizens of Joshua Tree, California. This is directly over my garden this morning while they're harassing me. Here's my home. This pilot flies out of his residence, which is against the law. They use the local roads out here to take off. Again, October 3rd, 2013. Make no mistake. That's around 600 feet up. From 29 Palms Marine Corps Base. Constant harassment. Oh. This helicopter came from 29 Palms at 10:30 this morning to attempt to wake me up. And they're back here again today at 1 p.m. doing a low altitude flyover. The main thing is today is October 3rd, 2013. Here's another helicopter attack right here over the house. They're pouring it on. That's around 800 feet up. Coming from 29 Palms, flying towards Camp Pendleton. This is the 3rd attack today. Here we have a helicopter flying on the 3rd of October. Finally turned on its lights. They kept the lights off the whole time. It's nighttime. flying at extremely low altitude. It's October. It's October 8th. It's around 9:45, 10 a.m. This helicopter is flying over Bartlett Mountain. It's too low. It's heading towards 29 Palms. We've had less helicopter attacks, but that doesn't mean anything. They still continue. This helicopter is flying towards 29 Palms. It's going at a high rate of speed, and it's still flying too low. It's around probably, I'm going to say 800 to 1,000 feet when it should have a service elevation of around 5,000 feet. Again, heading towards 29 Palms. We just were attacked on Sunday, my son and I. I didn't record the event, but I documented it in my legal pad. Here it is, the mountain range below. The attacks still continue. Well, this one's right over the house. You can't even see the son of a bitch. Okay, today is October 8th, 2013, and it's a few minutes before 6 o'clock in the evening. And this is more harassment from the Sheriff's Department of San Bernardino County. Now what they've done, besides besides poisoning our food, what they've done is they've put hidden cameras in our home, in our living room and in our kitchen. So whenever we walk out of these rooms, they turn the television signal off and on. They've been doing this the last 3 or 4 years. So what they've done now in the last couple of days since my wife has been home, they only do this when she comes home now because they have some crazy person behind the controls that are hacking our television signals. They've knocked out our television signals to CBS and PBS and other stations like that, and you're witnessing right now as I'm recording this. I'm going to flip the channels, and what you can see here is that anything that comes through with signals such as Rupert Murdoch signals or KCAL, you're going to pick up right now, and that's what you're watching right now. See there? These are all Rupert Murdoch stations right here that we're turning and going through. My 13, that's affiliated with Rupert Murdoch. Okay, MeTV, Memorable Entertainment. That's either Rupert Murdoch or Les Moonves. But we're picking up these signals here. This is a Rupert Murdoch program right here, KDOC, Family Guy or whatever. All the Rupert Murdoch programming is coming through. But stations like PBS, for instance, we're not picking up the signal on. Okay, we are getting ABC here, which is very unusual. Normally it's off. But in any case, let's go back to PBS. Its station right here would be found here on this network here, and it's not coming up on digital. Instead, you're going to see here what's called no signal. So there you go. And this is just more harassment from the right wing, and I'm documenting it now. And it's off right now, but as you can see, as I go through this network here, it's not coming through now. This one here in 15.2, this would be considered NBC, which is left-wing national broadcast that Brian Williams would be coming on here in the next half hour. We have no signal. Here's CBS, KCBS out of Los Angeles. Again, as you can see showing up on the screen, no signal. But yet, if we go to Rupert Murdoch's programming, we get signal. So what we're going through here is we're being subjected to what's called right-wing extremism propaganda, and this is to be added to the rest of the videos that I've already gone out and shot over the last 2 or 3 years, of which I have several hours of these recordings of our network channels being interfered with. Here you go, look at that, Fox 11, crystal clear, but we're not allowed, that's extreme right-wing propaganda, but we're not allowed to get anything from the left or from the center. Okay, and with that I'm going to conclude our signal here shortly. Now you see there's interference coming in on the station here. Right here you're watching. The signal's being blocked. That's the Sheriff's Department again interfering with the signal.
I took my son for a year. We had a great spot. Not easy to find, but worth it. But with COPD making it hard to breathe.
There.
Good to have you back, Dad.
Apparently.
Here we go, Republican National Convention, more right-wing bullshit propaganda. These people are out to annihilate the human race, and they're portrayed in this television show as the right wing that's, you know, for the family and all the rest of this crap. Here we go again.
Meaning of this, we are invited guests of the RNC.
You're invited guests of the devil?
Need I say any more? (5:55 p.m.) right there in the lower left-hand corner of your screen. Studio LA, Fox 11, 68 degrees today.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's just.
We're making a record of this broadcast so you have it, and that's the bottom line. Anyways, we're signing off now. And again, no PBS signal, and it's being documented right here in front of you. We normally have a clear signal of PBS, and the Sheriff's Department of San Bernardino County wants to make sure that whatever is being transmitted on television, that it doesn't get through here. And this again is documented proof that our signal is being interfered with. Just so you know, when our signals are not being interfered with, all these stations come in crystal clear. None of these stations come up as no signal. So this signal here is being deliberately knocked out, and it's the Sheriff's Department who's running this through their black operations or black ops. All these copies will be sent to Senator Dianne Feinstein, U.S. Senator Dianne Feinstein of California, California Attorney General Kamala Harris for investigation and review. Thank you so much. This is Rick Lombardo concluding.
Didn't do anything for me. I was in the company thinking that's who was going to help me, but not until I went to see the lawyer, and finally he helped me. And they, from the very beginning, they said they can help me.
In fact, they were behind on their mortgage payments for more than 3 years. The original loan was $363,573.33, and the payment was $1,530, and that was for interest only, and they couldn't make the payments.
But I was in foreclosure, almost losing my house by any day now.
The Veritas Law Group got them a principal reduction. The new loan amount is $224,873.33, a principal reduction of $138,700. The new monthly payment of $680.97 covers interest and helps to pay down the principal. Their new loan rate is 2%. 2% for the life of the loan.
I never expected it to be that low, to be honest with you.
I heard you guys were like 2% for...
2% for 30 years, you know, so, and Excellent, excellent. I never dreamed I would even get it, to be honest with you. I thought we were gonna lose our home, you know?
Tell me about the other guys who didn't do good by you. What did they do wrong?
Just tell you a bunch of stuff that they know that's what you want to hear. They take your money, you know, and they never do anything, but they want more and more money, and they never helped us, you know? But,
And you tried to deal with the bank too yourself.
oh yeah, oh, you get the runaround with the bank. The bank, you talk to one person at the bank, and that person will tell you something, but then the next time you talk to somebody else, they never connect. Those two people, whoever you talk to the bank, never connect together. So you never get nothing accomplished with your bank on your own. It's too hard.
But they'll listen to a lawyer.
Oh, within 2 months, 2.5 months, we're done.
You've heard the expression, terms you can live with? Well, they've got terms they can live with. Josephine and Glenn are really thankful for that 2% interest rate that was locked in.
I mean, 2%, who would think even 2%? That's not even an interest rate you can get right now.
Yeah,
They're a little higher now,
right.
and they're going up. So,
But yours is fixed.
yeah, fixed. Yeah,
And for how long?
30 years.
2% fixed for 30 years?
Yeah, we're lucky. We're very lucky. Thank God.
Did you get a principal reduction also?
Yeah, over $100,000 principal reduction. Yeah, it was over 100.
Okay, when you bought this house, I guess you probably bought it at the peak, huh?
We bought it. We've been here 24 years.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So, and my husband lost his job, so it's been a tough, so many years, a lot of years. We're struggling. We were struggling.
But hold it for a second. You owned the house for 24 years, and the bank was trying to foreclose it. They wouldn't cut a deal with you?
They wouldn't. They wouldn't.
I don't get it. After 24 years, the bank was trying to foreclose your house. They couldn't make a deal for what was left on the house?
No, they couldn't. They wouldn't. They tell you a bunch of stuff, and every time you send in papers, they want more papers that you know you already sent like 10 times. They ask you again, and I mean, they never.
What would motivate that?
I would like to know. I would like to know.
I mean, isn't that hard to believe that after living here for 24 years, the bank would not negotiate with you and make a deal?
Yes, very hard. I thought I was going to be able to do it on my own. I never could. And I knew the ins and outs of it. I learned as I was going. I knew a lot, and I know a lot.
Do you suspect the bank really wanted to foreclose your house and just take it from you?
Absolutely. They tried many times. I was like one day from being foreclosed on. And luckily, I went to see the lawyer, and he helped me.
I mean, it sounded like they were just in the business of grabbing houses.
Absolutely. I think they are. They don't care about the person, you know. They don't care one bit.
Do they care about the relationship after 24 years?
Absolutely not. Absolutely. They don't care one bit. One bit. I was told a lot of lies from them that, you know, they never came together on anything. You know, you talk to...
Sheriff John McMahon, listen carefully. You and your buddies are going to prison. You can't sit there and illegally monitor and violate the attorney-client privilege of emails that I send to my lawyers about why homeowners need to use attorneys, and then station your watch commanders along the route where I drive in order to intimidate and monitor me because you're revenge prone to get even for the emails that I wrote criticizing the county of San Bernardino for not advocating using attorneys, and then turn around and run ads like this that are on TV right now with Alan Mendelson, who works under Fox News, and here he is right on TV advocating the use of an attorney. Basically, it shows your contradictory nature, and it makes the public wonder why you're so fucked up. Are you on prescription pills? Are you on drugs? Are you under the influence of alcohol, methamphetamine, coke, cane? What the fuck is your problem? You guys can't even keep your story straight. Here you're advocating for the use of lawyers by reading my emails, because that's how this commercial just showed up, and no other reason. And there's a pattern of this over and over and over and over and over, which I'm going to prove in court. You're fucked up.
Months. They were working on it. They did what I couldn't do in 3 years, in 2 months.